Hey, welcome everybody to the video. So recently I saw on Twitter that the Wizarding World of Harry Potter was pushed back to February, but they did release something cool. If you go on to the Wizarding World of Harry Potter, you can pick your character's house, Patronus, and wand now. So that's what we're going to do today because I'm looking forward to the Harry Potter Legacy game. I can't wait. Like, it's killing me that it keeps getting pushed back. If you're a fan of the Harry Potter series or anything, you've been waiting for a game like this to come out that wasn't Lego Harry Potter. So today we're going to find out what house I'm going to get sorted into, what my Patronus is going to be, and what wand I will get to use in the video game. So it's kind of like I'm making me to play in the Harry Potter game. I'm excited. It should be fun. So let's just get right into it. Let's find out what house. Let's get sorted now. Ooh, choose one to continue, dawn or dusk. So I personally, while dawn is beautiful, seeing a sunrise is beautiful, I think the shift to night just looks so much better personally to me. I'm a night owl, so I enjoy it more. If you could have any power, which would you choose? The power to read minds. That's a dangerous power to have. I don't know about you guys, but like, my mind is a jumbled mess. I don't need to hear other people's jumbled messes, so I'm gonna skip reading minds. The power to change the past. See, I feel like a lot of people would choose this one, more so for the fact that people live with regrets. You can say, oh, I don't live with regrets. Everybody has regrets. Everybody wants to go change something that happened in the past. So being able to do that, that would be an interesting power to have. The power of invisibility, I feel just it's weird to me. Like, there's a lot of stuff you can do that's not creepy, but like, I feel like invisibility is a villain power more than a hero power. It just doesn't seem very heroic to me, but you know, we'll see what else they have. The power to speak to animals, I think that'd be cool. Like, I wonder if it's all animals, like land, sea creatures. I wonder if it's creatures or if it's just animals, like mammals, animals, things like that. The power of superhuman strength. Now, I feel like that's like the main power. Like, okay, we need to make a hero. What does he have? Let's give him strength. I feel like that's the type of power strength is. It's just that cliche pick. And the power to change your appearance at will. Ooh, that's an interesting one. The ability to like change how you look, again, could be villainous, but I think it could also be a hero thing, changing to like be a spy or like go undercover. I think would be cool. So what do I choose? The power, like, I think it's gonna come down to the power to change the past or the power to change appearance at will. And while I think this one could be cool, the appearance, changing your appearance at will, I live with a lot of regret, or not even regret. I would like to go back and like push myself in the right direction. Like, you still have him making choices, his own choices, but push a little nudge to the right direction. So I'm gonna go the power to change the past. Which nightmare would frighten you the most? Ooh. Standing on top of something very high and realizing suddenly that there are no hand or foot rails nor any barrier to stop you falling. I'm not a fan of heights. I'm not a fan of being in a situation where I am out of control, and I feel like that would be completely out of control, no safety. Yeah, that's not for me. Being forced to speak in such a silly voice that hardly anyone can understand you and everyone laughs at you. I'm an actor. I have done that on stage already, so that doesn't bother me in the slightest. Waking up to find that neither your friends nor your family have any idea who you are. You know, honestly, I don't think that would be that bad. Like, take it as an opportunity to recreate who you are. Oh, they don't know who you are. Well, now I have like, it would suck because obviously if they don't know who you are, you're not family to them anymore. And so like some very powerful relationships and love is gone. but it's also an opportunity to recreate those moments. And like, imagine doing that with your significant other. If you could convince them to marry you once, there's a good chance you could do it again. But you know, it would be interesting. So I don't think it's a nightmare for me. An eye at the keyhole of the dark, windowless room in which you are locked. I think this one is creepy just on like, you're in a dark room and somebody's watching you. I think the frightening part is that they have the power over you and you don't have power to do anything about it. But for me personally, the being somewhere high and then not having any kind of safety guard there would be terrifying to me. Which would you rather be? Like, everybody wants to be liked. Like, that's what our society runs on right now, is likes. Trusted. I think that's a huge piece in just relationship building, is having the ability to have people trust in what you say or what you do, or believing in you. That's part of being trusted. Feared. That's for some people. Some people enjoy being feared and having that power of fear over people. I'm not one of those people. Envied. Again, I don't want anybody to envy. Even if I was famous, I wouldn't want people to envy me. Like, just because my life looks great from the outside doesn't mean it's what having it would make you happy. Everybody is envied for something. I just don't need it more. Intimidated. Again, no one is gonna intimidate me. Like, why? It has nothing to do with like fear or power or anything. That I'm not gonna be intimidated from another human. So yeah. And then praised. Well, praise is nice as an actor. Of course, I love being praised. It's partly why I act, is the recognition of crowds and cheering and things like that. But I think I would rather be trusted overall. I think having people's trust is rather big in life. Which of the following would you most hate people to call you? Ignorant? I think that's a heavy one, because if you're ignorant, like, you're just oblivious to things, and it's not a fun way to live life. Selfish? I'm okay with that. Like, being selfish is not always the worst thing. There are things you need to be selfish about. And I feel like in the world in general, if you're selfish with one thing and people assume you're selfish about everything, and that's just not the case. There are things that belong to you, and there's nothing wrong with keeping that to yourself. Ordinary, again, call me ordinary. Cool. Like, while being different's great, I have no problem being different. Like, calling someone ordinary just doesn't seem very offensive or weird to me. So cowardly, that one, it's weird. I'm perfectly fine being ordinary. Once every century, the flutterby bush produces flowers that adopt their scent to attract the unwary. If it lured you, it would smell of the sea. No, I'm good. I don't like the smell of the sea. I've never been an ocean fan. Smell like home. Yeah, that's not luring me anywhere. Home is where you make it. So, yeah, that wouldn't bring me back. A crackling log fire. While growing up in the Midwest, fires in the winter, fires all the time, I do like the smell of a good fire. Fresh parchment. I do like the smell of like opening a fresh book and text. Ooh, this one's hard. I think I'll go with fire though. If you were attending Hogwarts, which pet would you choose to take with you? Owls, toads, or cats? I think so. Like, toads, I'm cool. Like, I don't see any practical, like, having a toad is, if I saw someone at Hogwarts that had a toad, I would assume that they long for like friendship. That, because there's no utility to having a toad other than companionship. And so, like, you would take a toad if you're afraid of being lonely and needing someone there. A cat is independent, so like you could leave it to its own devices and it'll be perfectly fine. But when you need companionship or it wants companionship, it'll come find you. I think owl is the most useful tool in the wizarding world, and so having one at a young age that you can send things to, I think owls are the more practical, and I would take an owl. If you're attending Hogwarts, which pet would you choose? Ooh, a barn owl, like the orange and white. A tawny owl. Ooh, a snowy owl. Okay, this is gonna be blasphemous to all the Harry Potter fans. As much as I love Hagrid, oh, as much as I love the owl, I just forgot the name. I'm gonna cut this. It's gonna be blasphemous to the people. As much as I love Harry's owl, being a snowy white owl was the least conspicuous owl that Harry could have. There wasn't many of them, and if he ever tried to do anything sneaky, like, she was being spotted. Ooh, a screech owl looks cool. And a brown owl. No, I think I would go for screech owl just because it looks cool. Tails never fails. The Sorting Hat is ready to make its decision. I don't know. I think I chose a lot of like if they were like pertaining to certain houses and things. Like the Dusk, I think, is more leaning towards Slytherin, and then Ordinary, I think, is leaning towards like Hufflepuff. So we'll see what I'm gonna get. Let's go. Ooh, interesting. Pride, ambition, cunning. Slytherin. You probably know that some of Slytherin's most renowned members include Severus Snape and Bellatrix Lestrange, but did you know Merlin himself was a Slytherin? Or that according to legend, the ribbon of the first class order of Merlin is green to reflect his Hogwarts house? The Sorting Hat has spoken, and you're not alone. 8,000 fellow Slytherins have been sorted into ambitious Hogwarts house today. So interesting. I am a Slytherin, not what I expected. Let's see what kind of Patronus I will have. This one makes noise. Ooh. The Patronus is a kind of positive force, a projection of the very things that Dementors feed upon: hope, happiness, and the desire to survive. Remus Lupin. Discover your Patronus today. You can only discover your Patronus once. The questions are times. Go with your instincts. So not a lot of talking. I'm just gonna pick my choices. Let's go. Relax. Think of your happiest memory. That's hard. Wind, rain, or sun. You need to react. Oh, you didn't like put the sun out there. I thought there was a question. Let's try this again. Glow, shine, glitter, shine. My first answer would have been rain. Okay. Something. Make, import, make. Or it's probably said improve, but a make. What are you talking about? I chose it like before the even answer came up. Cold. Yes, I like being cold. I suck at this game. Feel. Sense. Sense. I like my senses. I like having good senses. Come on, come on, come on, come on. What's the next one? What's the next one? I see. Where's the words? Where's the words? Forever, sometimes. Sometimes. I don't want to do the same thing forever. What was that? Your Patronus is trying to form. Don't give up. Impressive advice. I like giving advice. I'm a leader. And I like being in people's business. Oh, it's getting intense now. Click and drag to release your Patronus. Okay, clicking and dragging. Your Patronus is a buzzard. Interesting. That's an interesting one. A buzzard. Wow. Interesting. I got a buzzard. I've not seen that one. The Patronus turned. It was cantering back towards Harry across the still surface of the water. It wasn't a horse. It wasn't a unicorn either. It was a stag. It's shining bright as the moon above. Interesting. What does your Patronus say about yours? I will find out later. But I'm cool with the buzzard. It's a unique one. Probably not, to be honest. But let's go find our wand, shall we? Let's end this video with the wand choice. I'm taller than average. So I guess tall. So I'm taller than average. And I have dark brown, black eyes. What was the day on which you were born? An odd number. Do you most pride yourself on your determination, originality, optimism, kindness? I would go with kindness. Traveling alone down a deserted road, you reach a crossroad. Do you continue left towards the sea, right towards the castle, ahead towards the forest? I go towards the castle because I don't want to get lost in the forest. Do you most fear fire, small spaces, darkness, isolation, heights? Heights. In a chest of magical artifacts, which would you choose? Silver dagger, golden key, dusty bottle, ornate mirror, glittering jewel, black glove, bonded scroll. Probably the scroll because it would have information, I would hope. And what wand did I get? Vine wood with unicorn core, 14 and a half inches, and quite bendy and flexible. Let's read about it. The Druids considered anything with a woody stem as a tree, and vine makes wands of such special nature that I have been happy to continue their ancient tradition. Vine wands are among the less common types. Let's go. And I have been intrigued to notice that their owners are nearly always those witches or wizards who seek a greater purpose and who have a vision beyond the ordinary and who are frequently astounded those who think they know them best. Vine wands seem strongly attracted to personalities with hidden depths. I have found them more sensitive than any other when it comes to instantly detecting a prospective match. Nice. Reliable sources claim that these wands can emit magical effects upon the mere entrance into their room of a suitable owner. I have twice observed the phenomenon in my own shop. I like it. I like having a vine wood. That's unique. Let's go. Unicorn hair generally produces the most consistent magic. So I have unique magic and it's consistently unique. And is the least subject to fluctuations and blockages. Wands with unicorn cores are generally the most difficult to turn into the dark arts. Let's go. I'm Slytherin, but I'm not going to be dark. They are the most faithful of all wands and usually remain strongly attached to their first owner. It's perspective of whether he or she was an accomplished witch or wizard. Minor disadvantage of a unicorn hair are that they do not make the most powerful wands, although the wand wood may compensate. So having the vine wood takes away that negative. Let's go. And that they are prone to melancholy if seriously mishandled, meaning that the hair may die and need replacing. So as long as I don't take advantage and become lazy, the unicorn hair and the vine wood matches perfectly. The following notes on wand length and flexibility are taken from the notes on the subject by Mr. Garrick Ollivander, wand maker. Most wands will be in the range of between 9 and 14 inches, while I have sold extremely short wands, 8 inches and under, and very long wands over 15 inches. These are exceptionally rare. In the latter case, a physical particularly demand the excessive wand length. However, abnormally short wands usually select those in whose character something is lacking, rather than because they are physically undersized. Interesting. Quite bendy. Wand flexibility or rigidity denotes the degree of adaptability and willingness to change possessed by the wand and owner pair. Although again, the factor ought to not be considered separately from the wand, wood, and core and length, nor of the user's life experience and the style of magic, all of which will combine to make the wand in question unique. So interesting. I have a vine wood unicorn hair wand that is a little longer than average and is quite flexible because I am flexible. So there you guys have it. I am a Slytherin, my Patronus is a buzzard, and I have a vine wood wand. I'm excited to use these in Harry Potter Legacy when it comes out in February. And until next time, you guys have a wonderful day. Deuces.